Assalamu alaikum and Dzień dobry, everyone. Sorry this is a day late, but yesterday after jumah I had some things to do and then I went immediately home, but I did not stay there very long. I had to get some things together to go back to the masjid because I had some cooking to do and I wanted to do it there, and I helped set up for iftar, which I've been doing every day, mashallah. But yesterday's khutbah was all about the Qur'an, but not just what it is, but what it can do. And there are several points that the brother mentioned. For instance, the Qur'an is a healer, but a healer of souls mainly, but I'm sure that there are people who may read the Qur'an in the presence of a sick person. Mila's walking across my keyboard and bothering my mic, so sorry about the extra noises. But she's making her presence known. And also, the Quran is a guidance for all. It has guidance for any age. A lot of situations, even if something may seem totally unrelated to religion or a way of life, the Quran can have an answer for it. And you just have to try to study it, and hopefully when I get back into taking classes I can do that more and find a Quran that I can actually read the Arabic, where the Arabic is actually big enough. But anyway, back to yesterday, and another point he made was, I'm trying to remember them all, but I didn't get a chance to make this video yesterday. I wish I could have. Then I probably would have had it all. But as I said, the Quran is a guidance. It is instruction. But then the rest of the instruction comes from the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him. It also has things in it that relate to the past, where it talks about things were enjoined on the people of the book in the past, and that it is passed down, it's carried on to what's being recorded of the Muslims. And of course, the Quran being a complete revelation to one man, that would be Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him. It is a complete work. It has not been changed. It has not been altered. It has been copied, and all copies are thoroughly checked against the original. And of course it has been translated, mashallah. And the Quran, let's see if I can try to remember. The Quran was the beginning of the revelation came in this month of Ramadan. So that's why Ramadan is considered the month of the Quran. And the Quran has high status and it is to be respected. And brother also talked about the etiquette of the Quran, meaning that if you want to read the Quran, the Arabic only, at least as far as I know. I don't know if it applies to multilingual versions like some that we have in the masjid and the two that I have, being Spanish and Arabic and English and Arabic. But if you want to read the Quran, the Arabic only, as far as I know, maybe the others, I'm not sure. I'm sure you can check on that. You must be in a state of wudu, or you have made ablution, and otherwise it is not appropriate to touch a Qur'an unless you have to pick it up to, say, move it somewhere if you're cleaning, or if it's on the floor and you pick it up to put it on the shelf or on a Qur'an holder. You know, the flip out boards that you can stand up to put it on and then read from that. Some people do. And you can find those in the masjid as well. And the Qur'an is to be respected above all other books. And it has to be placed on, if you're going to put it on a shelf, put it on a shelf where it is the top. And but I have been carrying mine in a purse, and that's perfectly fine, because where I go I might have a chance to read it. Although I didn't get a chance to take it to the masjid yesterday because I was running around before I went to jumah, and then I just carried whatever things I had to the masjid, and then I went home and then went back to the masjid for iftar. But as I said, the Qur'an is to be respected. It is complete, and although it can, it can get dirty for whatever reason, it is best to keep it as clean as possible so it's easy to read and remains as free from damage as possible. Although if you read one copy a whole lot, you're bound to have some damage. That's happened to mine and some I've seen in the masjid. But there are some other points, and I can't remember them all right now. I do apologize. I wish I could have remembered them all and made the video yesterday when it was more fresh in my mind. But that's all that it was about, was how important the Qur'an is, how complete it is. It is a guidance for life. It is full of remembrances of Allah. It is full of warnings for misdeeds, for committing sin. It is a blessing for those who stick to its teachings. It shows what the believer can expect in the next life, in the akhirah, and it shows what the disbeliever can expect in the akhirah for his or her wrongdoings. And in this month especially, it is important to learn more about it, to read more, and I need to work on that myself, but because it's so difficult to read the ones that I have, it's a little difficult, so I'm going to have to come up with a plan B on that one. But that will have to come in the future, inshallah. But that's basically what I can remember from yesterday, because yesterday was a crazy day. It was the last Jumah of Ramadan, and so now we're in the last 10 days. So I've been hearing more of it when I am at the masjid praying Taraweeh, and possibly tonight, and I'm sure tomorrow night I will spend the whole night in the masjid, where I'll also be joining Tajahud. Forgive my pronunciation, I might not be saying those words right, but so just a reminder to all how important the Qur'an is to all Muslims, and I hope this is a benefit to all of you, and Ramadan Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum, do widzenia, and mi'asr mila.